Hi and welcome to Fall Asleep with Henrik. I am Henrik and you're sleepy. And it is what it is. What happens, happens. And right now, there is nothing we can do. Let's go. Hi, sleepy. Hi, and welcome back to my humble abode. I am Henrik, and you are sleepy, and these are our respective roles that we're going to keep throughout the hour. Well, I have no way of knowing if you are going to keep up your end of the bargain, your end of the deal. I mean, you could be anyone. You could be like halfway through the episode, you might as well just think, I'm going to quit being sleepy for a while and I'm going to be awakey. And that would be, I have no way of knowing. So this is a trust thing. I'm putting myself in your hands, sleepy. I'm going to assume that you're in on this role-playing game that we are currently involved in. I am the one who talks and you are the one who listens, or rather puts my voice in the back of your mind and use it as you see fit. Right now, I am in a bit of an uncomfortable situation because I'm filming myself at the same time as I'm recording. I've been doing this for a while and it's all for social media and to create shorts of sorts so that the word of the podcast is being spread out. It's not my favorite thing to do. I don't really feel relaxed and I have a lot of issues with my face. Like, I don't know anything about lighting, not lightning. I don't know anything about lightning either, because lightning are sort of a mystery to me. But lighting is, well, I guess it's a reason. There's a reason for that being a profession. People are educated setting stages and studios with light. So right now I have this desktop lamp aimed at me from the left, and I have this red, white LED light. Red, white LED light, that rhymed. If I'm ever going to release a record, it's going to be called Red Light LED Light. And and I also have the window, the curtains are open, so the light from the forest outside of my studio is lingering in through the glass. It's kind of early. Not early in a sense of the day has started, but it's early, like for you maybe, who may or may not be listening to this late at night. So the time is 11:35 when I record this. I don't know why you need to know that. I guess I'm kind of nervous because I'm recording myself with video. I've always thought that I am more of a radio look kind of guy. I've always felt that I want to look a certain way, and whenever I see myself, it becomes abundant it becomes apparent that I do not have the looks that I desire. I would love to look like this fairy tale creature, but I don't. I am kind of... Okay, so this is going to sound awful, but I'm going to say it anyway because, I mean, I'm thinking it and I think everyone thinks that. But as grown-ups, we don't normally use these types of words to describe our own persons, our own looks or personalities. But I think of myself, and I've always thought of myself as ugly. Yeah, I said it. I said it. Now, don't run off thinking that you have to convince me of otherwise or anything like that. You don't have to tell me that I'm not ugly because I know I'm not. This is all in my head, as with anyone, really. When I was young, I think it was my dad who said that this is going to pass as you get older. You will stop think of yourself as ugly. But I don't really. It never changes. I mean, there are periods in my life, like phases, where I feel beautiful. And then there comes this dark streaks where well, it's not dark streaks because life could be fine anyways, but every time I see myself on video or on an image, I feel like it's a sinking sensation in my chest that says, oh God, you're really not a beautiful boy. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to go into this. If you've listened to a few episodes, you know that I tend to linger around this topic, and I'm not going to do that today. So I'm going to change topic altogether. I don't know into what yet. It's a shame that the light outside of my window is muffled by the forest in this case. I really love light or lighting sunlight through shrubbery. Sunlight through shrubbery. That's a tricky sentence to say. That's also one of the albums that I'm going to put out whenever I get a chance to. That the album will be called Sunlight Through Shrubbery. And the songs on the album will be called Wake Up, number 1, the title track. Wake Up, no, not the title track. The title track will obviously be Sunlight Through Shrubbery, and it will be a ballad. Is it a bad decision to base the whole album on a ballad? Shouldn't it be sort of an up-tempo thing if you want to, you know, if you want to reach a wider audience? Speaking of wider audience, I tend to encourage people to spread the word of this podcast. Not because it's the best podcast in the world, but because I really want to connect. I really want to be there wherever you are, you know. I want to get to know you and I want to get to know your world. So if you find it in your heart, please share this podcast. Tell your friends and your enemies and your frenemies, and tell the lingonberries in the forest about me. Tell me about what you think of the podcast and tell me about your world. At this moment, I'm getting some emails and I read them all, and I don't have time to answer them all, but I read each and every one of them, and I try to answer as many as I can. The same goes with the social media stuff. It's not about me wanting to be like the biggest sleep podcast in the world. I don't have such illusions.